Welcome guys to another Genshin Impact video. This is Baron, and today I'm going to give you my recommendations for farming artifacts at various adventure rank ranges, continuing from my previous video that you should check out if you haven't seen it already. And if you ever want more clarification and advice, leave a comment and join me on my Twitch streams. Now let's dive in. AR lower than 30. Things are super simple. You are not hunting for artifacts. If you get a good drop, great, but don't let it hurt your head. Upgrade the artifacts on your main DPS so that they get the most stat boost available. Don't bother with substats too much. If you get a drop better than the one you have, great, replace it. Don't bother with set bonuses either. If you do manage to get a set bonus in the process, great. Once your main DPS is set up, then you can start giving some attention to your assist units, starting with your healer. You'll level up the healing bonus helmet if you have one, then whatever stat their healing scales with, such as HP for Barbara, attack for Chi-Chi, or defense for Noelle. Also, do not do artifact domains at this point. Your resin is much better spent elsewhere. Next, AR 30 to 39. From here, you have standards. You don't even look at an artifact twice unless it has the main stat you want and some of the substats you want. For your main DPS, you want to try to get your crit rate around 30 to 40%. Then try to get your crit damage and attack percent up. And as before, with your assist units, you want to grow whatever stat benefits them. Set bonuses are still an afterthought, but you want to get at least a 2-piece Berserker and 2-piece Gladiator for your main DPS, if they're good drops. At this point, you're going to start phasing out all of your 3-star artifacts as well. You can pop into an artifact domain every now and then, but no more than twice a day. If you get a good drop, great. Otherwise, you get more fodder to level up the artifacts you do use. At AR 40 to 44, you're going to start doing artifact domains here, but not heavily. Most of your resin should still go to talent mats, weapon mats, and bosses. You're going to start seeing 5-star drops every now and then, but don't start ignoring your 4 stars, especially if they're particularly good. This is also where you want to start looking at set bonuses. But again, don't get too excited and start non-stop farming artifact domains. This isn't the time for it. Okay, you've made it to AR 45. You're now guaranteed a 5-star drop with every domain run. You can now start farming artifact domains. But be prepared, because artifacts are the true heartbreaker in this game. You have to go through 4 levels of RNG. You gotta get the piece you want. You might want a bloodstained cup, but keep getting Noblesse feathers. You gotta get the main stat you want. Then you gotta get the substats you want. Then you gotta pray the substats you want get upgraded as you level up the artifact. I've had a near perfect feather turn trash because it rolled defense 4 times. At this point, you should be experienced enough to know what you want to do with your units. And of course, if you ever want some advice, or just have a conversation about them, leave a comment and drop by my Twitch streams. I'm here to help. But one more thing about domains. Now when picking which artifact domain to run, you want to maximize your coverage. I'll explain what I mean with an example. If you look at this domain, the Clear Pool and Mountain Cavern, it drops Bloodstained Chivalry set, which is good for most melee main DPS units. Noblesse Oblige set, which is good for burst nukes and fast recharge assists. By the way, if you have no idea what I just said, you should spend more time on my Twitch streams. And finally, the Gambler set, whose 2-piece bonus is just good across the board. So if I was looking to get an increase for my Razor's DPS, an increase to Fischl's assist damage, and allow Bennett to boost the party's damage even more, this domain is perfect, because I can make use of pretty much any drop, assuming it's good. So then I make the most of the resin I'm spending, which is what you want to do. You want to put yourself in a position where you're winning in more ways than one. Unfortunately, because of how life works, you will at some point reach the position where you only want one specific piece from one specific set with one specific main stat and 1 to 2 specific substats. At that point, I recommend you bench that piece and run some other dungeons. If you refuse and absolutely need that specific piece, well, I wish you the best of luck. You'll need it. Now, check out these videos for more guides, tips, and builds. And to see your name over here, show some support on YouTube and Twitch. I hope I made all this clear and understandable. Thank you all for watching. Please like, subscribe, and hit that bell. Also check out the comments, Twitch, and Twitter. Baron out.